Good afternoon. Welcome to this Sunday feel. No, it's Saturday. I just remembered. Wow. Great intro. Do we have sound on even? We do. Nice. Welcome, still Saturday, round 10, HTI Community League, away to Papai ELC. Afternoon, I just ate a whole Easter egg. Okay, I said that in the most Danish accent possible. A whole Easter egg, like a child. Not relevant, obviously, but I am at diabetes risk. Well, doesn't it depend on how big the egg is? Is it that bad? I mean, it could be. It could also be harmless, according to the size of the egg. That is. Oh, yeah. I get that point. I get that point. But I mean, I do get that, but how much of a crime did you commit? The initial sick feeling is passing. Okay, that sounds pretty bad. That sounds pretty bad. Let's look over the matches in this round. FC Paralov versus Slavoch Karlovice. The Czech local rivals here. Only rebels on the stream. Hello. Hey, Hansen. Good to see you in the chat. Hattrick Australia Huskies against the High Plains Drifter. Bad form for Huskies. High Plains Drifter. Yeah, they'll be. My second team is the Rebels. Red card for Scott Chipperfield. Worthing FC. Buff Orpingtons. So nice to see Macaroni Ted popping into the Discord, sharing a bit of a background on his team here. Up against Bonnet Bay, Peaky. Yeah, that's pretty close in the middle of the table. Whoops. Let's get back to the live screen. Our win will be moving ahead in the table here. Aldrington AFC. It's Cornwall versus Victoria. Should be a tough matchup. Also, if you look at the numbers. I wonder if Dion Ying is important. It looks so. 5.5 stars in the last league match he played as a central defender. Could that be a bit of an opening? Hope you guys are doing well and have had some nice scouts or well, youth pools, really. Parking the bus, Julopukit. Sean Davey, red carded last round. Nico Kushiervi, Oh, he's important. He's out for Julupukit. Hey, Jimmy. Well, come on in. Good to see you. Bagheera Donbage versus Pevelen Kilusatjat. Fighting for a place in the top half. We'll have to see if we can overtake Bagheera, if they can not naturally a given here. They are ahead on the GSI. Espevik on a tough task today. They are playing St. Anna Happy Team. Strong team. More than 7 years apart. They will be promoting surely by the end of the season. Papai ELC versus Havnenshelte. Should look alright for Havnenshelte. We are quite far ahead in anything but stamina. Very good. Before the matches start, let's see if there's good news from the scouts. Not really. Bernhard Kronborg, head specialty. He's almost 17. Let's just fire him. How are you guys, your national teams? How are they doing in the respective you can only see it like this, in the respective continental cups? That's the word I was looking for. Denmark, probably the team furthest ahead on confidence and team spirit for this round, so that's pretty positive. Did they generate wildcard games already? They must have. Or that's the old wildcard games. We came second to Denmark. Yeah. You pretty pretty crazy way to end the series with or this the group play with 21 positive and then -1 for England. Estonia, strong nation. Norway might go into the wildcard game. I wonder when the draw takes place. Supporting Scotland now. Denmark. It looks a pretty rough, like a pretty rough task with just calm team spirit here. But never say never. And look at the World Cup. Regulars of this channel will have noticed that Denmark and San Marino have been drawn together. The final match. Good start for Denmark. Twelve matches now for V.130, my future PNF. The matches are just over 2 minutes away now. $16.40 fans for Buffingtons. Could it be because they didn't start in a active league like the one we formed? I'm thinking that. I haven't been this lucky in a while now. Is this a youth player? Hey, Auslander. Hope you're doing well. Game ID. Oh yeah. Good to hear. Considering the central attack of your opponent, I get what you're saying. But it's still a good it's still a good place to have your potential counterattacks go. Whoa, you scored on the right side. That's pretty lucky. And then a regular on the left. Wow. Okay. That's very lucky. 3 skill traits popped this week. One that took 1 week, 2 weeks, and 1 3 weeks. You are on the right track then. Just replying to silent lurker in Hattrick, writing that he can't be part of the live chat this week, but hopefully soon. We hope that we get to find more friends in Hattrick. The matches have started, so let's check out some ratings. Eternia takes an early lead. Dale Burns from a left attack, 67%. That was quick. That was quick. In the sun at Harborview Stadium. But I mean, anything could happen. Midfield advantage, Aldrington. Sensible central attack sector. Definitely not the last goal of this match. Partalov, Kalovic. Magnificent counter. Looks a little tough. They could be unlucky, Kalovic, and reach the central sector most often, and that would be a tough break. But yeah, advantage for the away side in the Czech derby. St. Anna, central attack, 70% chance of scoring, and Pascal Hoyten has done so. 3 minutes in, the favourites lead. Buff Orpington. Extraterrestrial attacking on the flanks. They'll still have to direct the attacks to the right side, but the relative difference here is quite big, but it's only 11 and a half. 11 and a half on the midfield, but it translates to quite a big relative difference, of course, at low levels. Papaya ELT. This looks sensible. Do you guys remember Sensible Soccer? This is Sensible Hattrick. Pavelen, Kilutatjad. 1-0 up after a left attack in the 3rd minute. Palmiro Scazzanella. And we have a man mark as well. Taruma from the left back. Walter Lautzen. The unpredictable Bagheera United here. Crazy. It does look like it's advantage for Pavel and Kilutatjad. St. Anna. Yeah. Wow. Tough times at Gärvedlandhandlen. Parking the bus, Julapukit. Parking the bus. Supernatural counterattack. Attack on the flanks. Okay. Interesting. Vili Jianzu. On the left. I don't quite get this though. World-class central attack. This is a shame, actually, for Julapukit. A bit of a misplay, to be honest. Parking the bus should be strong all across the central sectors. Could it be the wrong input was selected? So Auslander, how was the profit? Or maybe you don't know that yet, so that's a silly question. But how does compares look after the pops? Yeah, maybe that's a better way to phrase it. Roald de Vroom. That's a bit funny that he's quick. Vroom. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Pretty strong wingers for Havneshilde. Looks good in the performance now. Perhaps we should have a look at strengthening the rest of the team. Some point soon in the future, perhaps. We can't be dallying on the ball down at the bottom of the table much longer. Look at the other teams. Decent. Might have overpaid for the 500k one potentially, but we get data and learn. That's the way to look at it, I think. That's strange. You can't I do? I don't know if it's me doing something wrong, but it won't look up. But always nice to hear that the plan seems to be working out and you are learning How did the podcast with Wesco go? Well, I mean, it went pretty good. I think we had a good talk, certainly. Hi, Jake. I'm curious to hear what comes out of the material. Certainly feels good to talk about Hattrick. It's unbelievably easy to talk about that common topic. That's also how it feels like when you come to a Hattrick meetup. There are like a bunch of other guys you haven't really met, and initially you feel like, oh, this is like, my name is, and what's your nick, and do you call people by their Hattrick handle or their real name? And all of a sudden you just hear that people are talking about, oh, he's Titanic, he's extraterrestrial, and you hear all these denominations and all these Hattrick terms spoken by live people right next to you all over the place, and you're just like, this is cool. Sort of the same vibe I get from talking about Hattrick with people. Especially with a free kick here. Probably the most realistic way of getting a shut off. No, not in this situation. Aldrington with the equalizer. Rob Tutt. Right attack. That's one of the precious goals, because you would really expect them to come from the central sector, but scoring one from 23% is not that bad. 14 minutes played. I did have Wesco on one of my own podcast episodes over a year ago, and it was actually funny to touch on some subjects which we brought up back then, and now a year later, or even like 4 seasons later, to see how those things have actually progressed. That's pretty fun. Ruhakana Namanda. Where are we at? Central defender. I think that was an unpredictable goal. He assists the room. Yeah, it is. 15 minutes played. High Plains Drifter closing in on a HTI lead. Anything could happen in that match. Wow, Bernd Gastner with a goal, a yellow, and a missed chance, all in space of just 4 minutes. From Liechtenstein. Abuser Atsis. PDIM. I think he pressed away an opportunity last round as well. He's been doing good work for the Bonnet Bay Bombers this season, that is. Martin Kupski, and there's the opening goal at Hottentot from a corner. Dolezal. Of course, it was. Oh, I remember now. This is wrong in the English match report database. See, this is the kick taker, Sipris, and then it's headed on by Kupski. I wonder if we are to see some action from Havnenselde soon. It's about time. Surely. Emilio Santi. Counterattack. 2% chance for scoring opportunity. And it's no good. Still deadlocked. 20 minutes played. Havnenselde attacking in the right side. There's the cross. Come on, Havnenselde. Who gets the chance? It's Vester. Christian Vester makes it 1-0 for Havnenselde. Way to go. Way to go. 21 minutes played now. Freddy Kirk. Freddy Quirk. He's English, he's not Danish. Is this a quick Oh no, it's a experienced player creating a chance. Against who? Well, if you look at the experience from the defending players, perhaps it does make some kind of sense. Karlovic attacking on the left. 34%. Is this a goal? It is. Karlovic up 2-0 now. Hey Robert, hope you're doing well. It's a very fine Saturday here. Lovely weather outside. Probably should go outside and enjoy it. But we have Hattrick games playing, so yeah, that'll have to wait. Schleiman Fami. Poland snowy. Again, we actually had snow yesterday. No chance of the score. It was a left attack for St. Anna. Fami. Crazy TSI in this league. I mean, 192,000. That is. I mean, 33. Okay, we're getting there. Slowly. Very slowly, actually. Tomorrow, 1:30, Celtic. Oh, the old firm. Oh, they probably move it to be played early in order to avoid too much of a scuffle. Ooh, Mattis Dienst. Down the left. Oh, the keeper wins. El Clasico and Old Firm, the same energy. Espervik with a counter down the left. Should have been down the right with a chance. Yeah, I bet those games are intense. A counter for High Plains Drifter and Keys Verban. Down the right for the High Plains Drifter. Putting the pressure on HTI League. They have to win in order to sustain their lead in the top of the table. Forest Bricks, that has to be the Huskies. Dominating his wing. Van Rysselberg. Wing event, but it's a missed opportunity from the powerful Belgian forward here. 25 minutes played. The guests lead 2-0 at the Australia Stadium. Stadium Australia. Can't believe he missed that. Mattis Dienst. Parking the bus. Oh, they are short-staffed in the left sector. And that means Jukka Tekavuri gets the chance down the right, but it's well defended in this sector. Only 9% chance of a goal. Still deadlocked. Only 2 matches remain deadlocked here. Christian with the ball for both Orpingtons. Could be a chance here, perhaps. A low-driven shot. Christopher Crocker dives low and saves the ball. No goal for Buff Orpingtons. 27 minutes played at the Roost. Very dramatic voice right now. A lot of injuries for Popeye ELC. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Levente Talamashi got an injury just now. And here he is. With a chance to score, perhaps. Oh, he does the equalizer. Wow, so much bright sunlight coming into the little home studio here. Just see if we can adjust a little bit. Havnetilde ready to reply to that equalizer already. On the left, that's the best sector. Let's see here. And there it is. They are ahead again. Mohamed Jabin. Excellent way to reply. Brett Emerton for the Huskies. Attacking down the left. And it's wide here, Mario Marcelino. Not challenged at all by that finish. High Plains Drifter still up 2-0. It's also 2-0 now at Gale Nederlandhandelen. St. Anna up 2-0. Jannes van Herk. Young striker. Makes it 2-0. Approaching half an hour played here. Still 2 matches without goals. Yeah, I don't think it's going to last, at least in... Nah, I'm fairly sure we'll see goals in all of the matches in the viewer today. Now it's 3-0 for Pavelen Kilotatjad. Ari Osanen attacking down the left, the right sector. Left being right, and it's 3-0. 30 minutes played. Aldrington under pressure here. Eternia. Or is it a penalty for Aldrington? No, it's a penalty for Eternia lead. And gives the away supporter something to cheer for here. Sustaining the 3-point lead as things are right now on top of the table in 130. V.130 that is. Rigged. Corner for Espervik, but they have failed to reduce the lead. Takis Drosiotis, the left winger here, makes it 1-0 to both Orpingtons. 33 minutes played. Very soon. St. Anna makes it 3. Pascal Hoyton now with a brace. And it's a counter for parking the bus here. Alec Torres. And now it's 1-0. And there it is. Goals in all of today's games. Just like foretold by yours truly. And a little reload required here, but that's to be expected. Juli Pukit reacting to that goal already, I think. What do they changed the Harry Pekka Nilsson goes offensive. What else is going on here? Yanni Salo. It's the instructions for the wingers being changed here after they went down by 1 goal. 10 minutes remain of the first half. Nine goals for Harris. Ui. Fine carrier so far. Juli Pukit attacking down the right. A slim chance. Andrea Wetzel. He takes the shot here. Davy Hahn with the save. It's still a 1-0 lead for parking the bus. Things developing nicely for the home team here. Gaku Graf. That's Bonnet Bay attacking now. Are they going to be able to equalize? They probably don't feel like it's the right sector. Hits the post. No change. And the score here, 1-0 for both Orpingtons in the 38th minute of play here. A chance for Julapukit. It's a right attack, 13% chance of converting here, but it's a shocker from Lonkainen. Still 1-0 for parking the bus. Eternia attacking once more. Manuela Medoro. And it's now 3-1 for the league leaders. Beautiful goal by Medoro. Curled into the corner. Brian Gill with the shot somewhere. Perhaps. We'll try to reload here. Central attack it is. No goal for Buff Orpington. 6 minutes remain of the first half. Feeling spoiled with a decent amount of goals today. Hubert Shimak down the left. It's the PNF. Do we have to reload on every single chance now? We don't. No goal for Shimak. Gianni Bacardi. On the counter attack down the left. Once again, they don't hit the right sector. Yellow card. Can't still make out who exactly found it. Oh, it's Brian Gill. So he has to take it a little more easy in the middle of the field. Howlandshilde attacking down the right now. Bojanowski. And it's 3-1. Nice play by Howlandshilde. Hunting. Is it Kilutatiat? No, it's Julapukit on third. We have a goal from Jonathan Finn and Orpington AFC, a central attack, and it's 2-3 at the Harborview Stadium now. 4 minutes remain of the first half. Partalov now attacking. Nah, it's just a position remark from the reporter. Oh, it is a chance. Andrzej Balan misses, and now we have a yellow card for Andrzej Balan for the PNF event, in which he was a little too clumsy, I should say. Perhaps it's a yellow at least. That's the risk of PNF forward. He might get an extra yellow. Well, not an extra, but a yellow. Yellow, not a yellow, an injury. Means Laszlo comes in on the right back for Papa ELC. What kind of oh, it's a corner. Florian Brandt. Peter Peters. And a goal for Papa ELC. They are dominating in the special events today. Vaclav Balaban. Left flank, 67%. We don't mind if we could make it 4-2 just before halftime here. Certainly wouldn't mind. There it is. A veteran, 42 years old, 0 TSI, yellow card for Mohamed Jabin. No reason for that. But it's halftime now, and by the look of things, we have Parking the Bus leading 1-0 against Ulubukit. Bagheera United trailing at home 3-0 for Pavelen Kilutachat. Espevik, same rough situation for them. Home at Gerve Landhandlen, they are trailing by 3. St. Anna is the guests. There, Havneselde up 4-2 against Papa ELC. We have Eternia leading 3-2 at the Harbourview Stadium against Aldrington AFC. Buff Orpingtons lead 1-0 at home at the Roost against Bonnet Bay FC. At the Stadium Australia, we have High Plains Drifter keeping as much pressure as they can on Eternia Elite by leading 2-0 at the break, and Shallow Kolovice up 2-0 in the Old Czech local rivalry. Maybe not local, but the match of the week here. Czech rivalry against Padlov. They lead 2-0 now. 2 goals from Matej Dolezal. Puts them ahead. Also in the league, that is. I wonder if you guys, with your respective teams, are on course to meet your seasonal expectations. If you follow the Let's Play series within Kalvehave, you may be aware of the fact that we aren't quite where we are supposed to be. It's not as bad as the first season in the HTI. It's by 1 position in the league. But We did act a little silly twice against Mickey B, I should say. And not quite where we want to be in that situation. It'll take luck to overtake Mickey B from this position in the league, unfortunately. Luckily, do the silly stuff when it matters less, right? In Denmark, we are a newly promoted side in the series. I'm hoping for third, but it's a close league. You can definitely tell that by the fact that if you count out the number of teams on 15 points, there's 3 of them. We're playing home against the first placed team in Millennium tomorrow. Calculating with a third finish. Wouldn't mind a second, of course. But anything above third would be amazing. We are still trying to just earn as much as possible while building the team, because this team is also in a cycle mode. Oh, let's have a look, see if I can actually look up your team now with the view by ID. Can't find anything. Maybe that's why it doesn't work. So, Peter, does that mean you are on course to finish within the expectations? Is that in the V.130? What do you mean? How are the rest of the... Yeah, last. Oh man. What about league swapping? I try to find one where I can finish first and not get the promotion. Oh, you're talking about the situation in Denmark? Oh, in San Marino. Oh yeah, that is actually a thing here. In San Marino, at least, we are the strongest series now. And it doesn't take the bot. That does take the bot. It doesn't have. The thing is, in Denmark, I did find quite a weak division, right? I guess you could. The thing is, you don't know. We have 2 direct promotions now in Denmark because of the narrowing of the league pyramid on the lowest level. Let's see if I can. Hi, chat. If we look at this. And we do something like it's a very good plan to, at least until they do adjustments to the sponsor income and the fan mood, compared to if like they've said they might do something like that. League ratings. So head stats. The weakest 245. Think the sponsors are fixed for good? I don't. I thought they were talking about having more dynamic compared to if you don't promote, for instance. Maybe they're just like talking about far out in the future. If that's the case, then you're completely right. But the thing is, there will be 2 promoting teams from. But okay, we could. But these. Okay, they are pretty weak. I'm not going to lie. Datsyukos. Brown, Spyro. But they didn't come up with a good concept. That will they said that they're not going to. But I don't think like what you see. The thing is, I think they never meant to come up with sort of a core system where you select anything like sponsor offers. I don't think that'll be any different. I think you'll see a basic offer and a match day bonus, but the way the numbers are calculated will be changed. That's how I understood it, at least. Maybe I'm just wrong, but I did see people expecting to be able to pick sponsors again, which I don't think is the case. I just think the formula might become more sophisticated. But of course, if it doesn't, I would just butt bash. V.130. But you never know, like Butcher, it's HC here. Okay, they are terrible. Not as terrible. It is gambling. In some way. Maybe I should just... Should I just do like this? Someone already did so, you see? Oh. There's already 2 teams in queue for this one. Yeah, it's too late. People have already checked it out. V.82. one team in queue here. Okay, 245 definitely. Let's just have one last look at it. Like, you get why people would want to go into this division, right? But you don't know what kind of... It could be... The teams preferring this division could be from... from the lower tier. You have no idea how to know that. You can't really. What about 1, 2, 3? What do you say? Did you select this? Third placed. That's a bot team. Bites Bandito. They have a bit of a defense, that's all. You know what? For now, I'll mark it, and perhaps I'll just forget about it. Alright, here we go. Getting ready for the second half. League rating around... Oh, you mean for the sponsor money? Yeah, but it won't matter for next season. That's true, because they should have said so by now. It sounds like a complicated system to change, because it has never had any effect for 27 years running now. So all of a sudden it's supposed to matter. It could also be that they thought, okay, right now instead, we are focusing on increasing the dynamics between the lower tiers, because they narrow the final tier in so many countries. So the dynamic, instead of having more teams trying to avoid promotion, that'll be so hard naturally that the league, the sponsor money will even out instead, like that anyway. You can't tell until they actually say something about it. But I guess they would want to finish all of that, all of the league adjustment, pyramid adjustments before they start tinkering with sponsor money formula. I mean, if you think about it, that's the only way they could do it, right? Because having a more dynamic system, nah, that should be even for all before they change the other. You're right, it's going to be quite a while. Josef Maros-Vilgi. Left attack for Papa ELC. Yeah. Stig Højgaard. I feel like Hattrick is missing out on revenue with how they do sponsors in the game. Why use fake sponsors? I'm sure you can make a little extra revenue if you put like a real sponsor there. Goal for Slava Kalovic this time. Left attack, 30%. Antonin Pavlu, and it's 3-0. I think the reason why they don't do that, I think, is actually because it's a global, more or less global game, right? And the advertising rules of each country is just so very different that I believe that it's not worth the hassle for them actually. I mean, you have, I don't know, are you a supporter, Auslander? You have to remember that if you are not a supporter, there's ads everywhere anyway. And what's actually appropriate in one country may not be appropriate in another country. Also, I think if you look at this, like in order for this to actually count, people would have to click this or something. I mean, in some way they probably could earn some money doing it, but I don't. If it was uncomplicated and easy to do, they would have done it, I think. But another thing that's like all other banners and advertisement, for instance, on YouTube or so, it's not handled by a Hattrick or yeah, but they would also have to make some sort of a special True. I'm fairly sure if it was a no-brainer, super easy, they probably would have done it. Arto Lonkainen. Julupukit pressuring for an equalizer here. There's no goal this time. 53 minutes played, sure, but you can have someone going actually to find one for Hattrick itself, the advertising. True. Fairbairn? Fairbairn? How do you pronounce this? But it's a counter-attack at least. He fails to outwit Joko Ylen. Still 1-0 for parking the bus. Prime Video, Stake or mobile game. Yeah. What's that sound? Could be they earn enough on the supporter packages. But it also sure, but Hattrick is still a business. More money coming in is either more profit or money to make the game better. Yeah, you're absolutely right about it. Now, thinking a bit further, now just looking at HTI Elite here, and if we zoom in on the if they do anything in regards to sponsorships for the team itself, I'm just seeing like a lot of pitfalls actually, like in terms of legislation and everything. David Gannon hits the crossbar on this chance. Christopher Crocker breathing a sigh of relief here. 57 minutes into the games. A reload. Aldrington with the equalizer now. At church. Are there any ads for churches? Like in England, most sponsors are gambling, which is an issue for most more moral countries, or at least with a more moral-based legislation. Wasn't there a problem with some adult star and a sponsorship? And like a series of top flight clubs in England having trouble because of this sponsorship with the adult star or porn star, whatever you want to call it. Could be Manscaped too. Oh, Thomas Morup. It was fairly recent. Let's see if I can. I read it in the news somewhere, obviously. It could be championship. Like a lot of money in the championship sponsorships as well, for sure. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's actually steak. As you mentioned, Auslander, they've been handed a warning. Oh, so steak has actually been outlawed because they were sponsoring the porn star. Like that. We have an equalizer, and it's Yulupukit. Yuka Tekavori. After a set piece, 60 minutes into the game. So after an hour here, it's 1-1. Half of English football is sponsored by steak. Now it was 3 clubs actually. They got a warning after that incident. But I think they are in the process of abolishing all betting related sponsorships in the Premier League. I mean, we used to laugh about it watching like right before, like in between the build up what do you call it? I hope, but they've been saying that for 8 years now. Yeah, yeah, true. But just before the match on Danish television, we have some commercials they have been outlawed now. It was also like it was something called quick loan. Like you could easily just you could borrow, like let's say 2,000 quid or 1,000 quid, right? But right before that commercial, you would have the betting commercial, and right after, oh, if you need 10,000 Danish, you can borrow it right here. Oh, I wonder how that is connected. Yeah, kind of like shark loan companies with and they're like built like if you miss a payment, right? What are then the deals? Absolutely crazy. No such thing anymore. Exactly. That's that you can't. Those loans don't exist anymore in Denmark. Prohibited by law. Bob Orpington's scoring from the left. Pascal Glansbeek. Where's he from? He's from the Netherlands. Holland banned loot boxes, actual heroes. Same goes for Denmark. But it's also basically like going to a casino, right? They've started at some Danish high schools. They've started like teaching thematically about statistics and the psychology in gambling. To understand the core concepts of what's at stake. Because they have like 9 out of 10 young men or young boys in those educational institutions, they are showing addictive behavior each and every day, and they are not only are they not focused on what's actually going on, but they're also getting addicted to gambling. Gambling for adults should be wide open. Adults should be able to not be babies. That's true. But the problem is, did you get what accustomed to your addictive behavior before you became an adult? The crazy thing is now they are seeing connections between, like, no such thing as an adult. Perhaps not. Well, I play poker for a living for 10 years, so I'm biased. Well, if you play poker for a living and you do it successfully, it's more than likely that you have a very good understanding on what's going on psychologically when you win and when you lose. Havnenshelte, Thomas Morup, 5-2 down the left. But you know things like in order for you to forget one instance of being extremely unlucky, you actually have, and the average person needs around 10 successful, like lucky incidents in order to feel like it evens out. That is if you are the average person. Like you know what happens when you tilt. You probably, doesn't mean you always do it if you do it for a living, but you know that you're supposed to walk away if you're trying to, if you feel like you're having to make up for lost ground, then you're already on the way to your tilt and stuff. But if you're doing well in that regard, you have better knowledge about it than... Exactly. Yeah, not only being able to control emotions, but also knowing when to straight up walk away because you've lost control. Oh, I really care about and feel the money that controls us. A lot of obviously it's difficult considering Brighton is owned by a local millionaire, Tony Bloom. Ignore that, he bought us a stadium. I mean, I've spoken about it so many times on stream, like the way the money accelerated in football and how I feel less and less connected with the game because of that. What do you think of the new stadium plans for Manchester United? I think it looks... I did see a meme where someone turned those tent things into a circus. I'm super against slots though. Professional poker player too. I kinda see what you're saying because that's just straight up. I wouldn't know if he was. But it takes some kind of skill set. He says he was. Oh, okay. Let's see. Pevelen Kilotajat. But it's saved by Richard Olsen. Powerful keeper and goal. I don't think he's the usual keeper though. And now Jule Bucket is in the lead. Andrea Witzel. Patrick Vale down the left. St. Anna of 4-0. Hattrick. En Havnenshelte 6-2. Patrick Weil. Excellent. Try to see if we can regain some of the goal difference we've lost after 2 horrible losses against Mickey B. Mario Marcelino has made another save in goal for High Plains Drifter. It's still 2-0 at Stadium Australia. Doing well. High Plains Drifter in order to keep the pressure up on Eternia Elite, who are currently dropping 2 points away to Aldrington AFC. Aldrington AFC has had importance. That's a stupid way to put it. In the run-in of the season before. All my games seem close this season. Been a bit unlucky. Yeah, the thing is also, like, your games have been more coin flippy because you've had a little midfield advantage in most of the games, but you're still quite weak defensively, so it's still like it could go either way, right? Only 3 chances missed in this. Yeah, last season there was no defense at all. Oh yeah, Auslander, I couldn't find your ID at all when I tried earlier. What is the... It looks interesting, but I... See, that's a little like poker or like other games. Know when to walk away from a bad trade. Is this your team ID? It can't be your team ID. Senior? It doesn't find anything. I'm starting to see people listing I'm finding good trades, like potential good trades. And then they pop. Then they pop. And I'm like, oh, but now I can't skill trade them. Okay, 2179789. Now I'm trying to copy this from the chat. Pasting it. Now it works. Ah well, St. Anna up by 5. Do I feel the market is bouncing back? No. A little. I'm skill trading on some midfielders as well. Palevan Kilotajat. 4-0 up now. Arthur Victor Tarume. Havnesild is 7-2. Projanowski. I feel like pretty okay 17-year-olds don't sell properly. Could you provide an example? I mean, you need to have basically solid, also meaning passable, inadequate players. They have to be quite good, but also like having, I'm saying 2017 or something. I could look at it. No, maybe I can't find it from the history. 2017? Perhaps 2015, 16. I had a team, and the difference in what you can actually sell for a youth player nowadays, like, it's immense. The kind of players you cannot sell for just 1,000 euros. That's pretty crazy. People are way more, in general, they have a more of an eye for quality youngsters nowadays than it used to be. But again, that's not really surprising if you had a player base shrinking to retain more core players. St. Anna 6-0. Emil Kump. Big win for St. Anna today. I think to truly get more of a dynamic, Hattrick would probably need more newbie managers to elevate the entry-level market. It's not really evolving though. And realistically, we should be happy just retaining a player base. Less than 10 minutes remain in the matches today. I've read for Karlovic, Sylvester Vanda. I remember when I started, you could set the alarm clock you could set an alarm clock for like 2 in the morning and scout players in South America, and there would be so many teams that you would, if you're just willing to get up in the middle of the night, you would always be able to find some kind of deal. That's not how it is anymore. When they banned gambling AdWords, Hattrick can sponsor a non-league club. Because Hattrick is gambling, or? Oh, like that? Sad for me because 2 a.m. for you is 5 p.m. for me. Yeah, but it's less of a thing nowadays. Especially because now you can schedule when a player goes for sale if you are a supporter. Which naturally will have most of the deadlines being around like in an hour or so. Saturday. Just look at that. 13,000 online. Do you guys think that if Hattrick had more like campaigns like other games would do on, say, Twitch, where you reward viewers with some kind of a like something for in-game usage? Do you think that if you could drive some traffic, Hattrick related traffic, onto such a platform in order to make the game more visible for more players? Do you think that could be a way of getting more players to the game? Like, imagine you also like you find some kind of but you just see other, like a lot of other games are trying to do such a thing, but I mean, I normally don't criticize Hattrick a lot because I think most of the things they do fit quite well with a game that's 27 years old, and also trying to retain some of the feel and the core of that game. But like if you look at the introductional video for the YouTube, like it's based on YouTube, it's hosted on the YouTube for the Hattrick app on phone. It hasn't been updated in 10 years, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. AT1, joining the stream for the first time, got back into Hattrick after more than 10 years absent at the beginning of the season. Your content really helped me back into the game. Thanks. Thank you. And you know what? That's really, like, one thing is if people, it's a bit more rare, right? But if you like Hattrick first timers coming into the stream or into the comment section on YouTube and they say, hey, I just stumbled upon this game because of your content or something like that. I really love that, and I really like to see people coming in saying, hey, I returned to Hattrick yeah, it's just great to see returning players. That's really what I'm trying to say here. Really looking forward to selling a first batch of players trained in wing as per your recommendation soon. And play against teams managed by real managers, real human next season. Can only say welcome back and so nice to hear. I don't know if you are aware, but if your players don't sell quite as well as, for instance, the example I've made from my video about training wingers, Team Scream, let's have a look. Do know that the dynamic or the temperature of the market isn't as high. That's a nice logo. Transfer history. So these must be some of the main. By now I have a whole spreadsheet full of transfer market analysis. See, I like your approach. I also made a very specific sheet in order to perfect my search filter for my, what do you call it, skills rating. Wow, he plays wingback, this guy. Quite high TSI when he was transferred. Oh, okay, he's a little old, but that doesn't. World class. Okay, but I mean, look at this. He was 26,000 euros. You picked him up just 4. It looks like you're doing decent. Saint Anna up by 7. Ooh, and HTI League takes the lead right before the end. Colin Hanrahan from a left attack. You also lost the midfield advantage here towards the end. Didn't that happen in the last week as well? That's unlucky. Anyway, I was just trying to see. Oh, let's go all the way back. No. Oh, okay, I was exaggerating a little. The last promo video was from 2018, but it has It has 11 million. What I'm trying to say is, they do have some reach. They've had so, right? Barnet Bay and Bob Orpington's. Oh, it's the other way around, of course, but it's a 2-0 win for Bob Orpington's here. Strong midfield. Oh yeah, but I mean, that could probably give Hattrick some visibility Espevik and St. Anna ends 7-0 for St. Anna. They are too strong for this division, there's no doubt about that. But they'll also be promoting straight up to 4th division again. Aldrington AFC gives away the lead, not the lead, but 1 point in the final minute of play. And Eternia keep the distance to High Plains Drifter, who wins 2-0 away against the Hattrick Australia Huskies. Karlovice wins the All-Czech match of the week here against FC Padalov 3-0. Excuse me. Havnetelde, a few more minutes to play, but Kilotajat, Pebelin Kilotajat wins 4-0 against Bagheera in the jungle. Parking the bus gives away an early lead to Yulupukit, who wins 3-2 away from home. And I think it's kind of stalled now, the viewer here. Let's see here. I would love to see Hattrick's internal market analysis. I'm sure they ran some studies on how large the user potential is. Yeah, I would just love to see them at least try out some of the approaches that you see other small, I don't know, other games try out that aren't exactly mainstream or anything. Because if you think about it, it's not like the player base isn't there at all. Offer accounts to FM streamers. The problem right now with the FM streamers is the biggest FM streamers are hard. They're not playing hard at the moment. Maybe that's actually a good idea to do that right now, because FM25 was delayed. Well, cancelled even. A 7-2 win for Havnetelde away to Papai ELC. Starting to look like a race between Eternia Elite and High Plains Drifter here. Are they playing? Ooh. Oh, I need to check out if I... Oh, I won't be able to stream the final round, I think, but this round could be even crazier. And what if they... That actually sounds like a fun idea, right? And then you pair them up with a selected mentor. Somehow. Did you ever watch Welcome to Wrexham? Is it about those guys taking over? What's it called? I didn't specifically check it out, but is it good? Yeah, Orpingtons could be out of the race here. Next round. But I mean, look at the race for third here. 4 points between third place and sixth place. Maybe the fantasy football community could also be interesting as a target audience for Hattrick. But yeah, I think there's, like now I'm not going to spoil all of the podcast episode. I was recording with Wesku earlier today. I was a guest, and I'm spoiling the fact that I was, because he already posted on the Hattrick Creators thread in the forum. We were actually talking about where to find potential crossover communities and things to do. Let's see how standings are in 109. Should probably we should ignore St. Anna because they are miles ahead of everyone. Vesku has a Finnish podcast, and he's made a handful of international or English episodes. I have a podcast as well, but I haven't. Well, does it count if it's not updated for a year? My intention is to make more episodes, but I have a podcast called the Hattrick Live podcast, which basically the aim is to go around the world and have a chat with, like, we've been to Denmark. That's easy. We've talked to Vesku from Finland. We've talked to Mau Mau from Germany. He's actually casting Age of Empires and has a pretty big hybrid community around Hattrick, Age of Empires, and poker. Oh, and yeah, of course, and we went to Australia to talk with manager Mambo, from the manager of the Hattrick Australia Huskies. It's been too long because we were talking about how watch all 40-year-old dads return to Hattrick then. Well, basically by a coincidence, they were talking about Hattrick in the Age of Empires community, and then you had a handful of managers returning to Hattrick and another handful of managers starting to play, and they kind of got together in the same leagues, and they are having a blast. And if you are trying to play Hattrick somewhat competitively, it's also something you have to enjoy, like if you are also capable of promoting and building a good team. But it's a thing you can easily what is he trying to say? It's easier to enjoy that at the bottom of the league pyramid, because then you can actually get close to all of the spots in one league. So filling an entire league with 8 clubs, just like we did here in V.130. V.109, pretty much also the case, but we had St. Anna demote. Actually, I should see if There's one team in the queue already for 130. But the chance to do like a tight-knit community like that, that's very fun. And I still talk quite a lot with the... I played in this division. And I think... we gathered up in VI8 the first season. We gathered 8 teams like this. And 85 we also played, and then we moved over to V.130 because we had to shuffle a bit. But I still talk to most of these guys, and I'm still in contact with them every now and then. I spoke to the manager of Dynamo just the other day. We were joking about the fact that he was promoted before my team was. But what if we are looking at promotion to Division 4? Should we then prefer the same series? And obviously, yeah, we should. Why not? It would be amazing. And the division would be continuously... If you ever get back to the podcast and want to chat to a Swiss manager, let me know. The approach of talking to managers across the world sounds really nice. Well, in fact, if you write me an in-game mail sometime soon, I'd be happy to make arrangements quite soon. Sounds like an excellent idea. Excellent. Now, I am thinking that it might be time for me to get changed into something else and to go for a beer and have a good time on a Friday evening like it is. Now, I missed all of today's beautiful sunshine, so now we'll go out into the night and celebrate today's 7-2 win. Would you look at that? It's always good when you have a double column here on the score sheet, right? Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by, having a chat. I hope you have a great rest of your Hattrick weekend, and I'll be looking forward to hearing from you, T1. Sounds great. Easy on the drinks. I'll try. I'll try, but I won't promise anything. Farvel. Take care, guys. Hope you have a great rest of the Hattrick weekend. Beautiful scouts call, youth pools, and beautiful games as well. Take care.